Hi everyone. In this class we are going to study about WBCs. WBC refers to white blood cells, or also you can call them as leukocytes. Competency for the today's class: describe the normal morphology and the function of each WBCs. As we know that from our childhood, they perform defense function of our body. Let's study about the most abundant cells. These are neutrophils. These are most prevalent, which again means they are most abundant. When we see peripheral smear, these are the cells we are going to see the most. These are the major defense against acute pyogenic infections. Morphology: they have 10 to 14 micrometer size of the diameter. The diameter is around 10 to 14 micrometer. And cytoplasm contains fine pink colored granules. These are the fine pink colored granules. Nucleus is usually multilobed. Here you can see there are 3 lobes of nucleus. Here I mentioned about RNA count. Soon I am going to tell you what RNA count is. Nucleus may contain Bohr body. This Bohr body helps us to identify the sex. Now RNA count. It helps us to determine the age of the neutrophil based on the number of the lobes. Here you can see there are 3 lobes. Based on that we can tell the age of the neutrophil. The oldest neutrophil may have 6 to 7 lobes, which means that when there is increased lobe, there is increased age of the neutrophil. Looking at those fine pink colored granules, there are mainly 4 types of granules based on their development. So the first one, the primary, are the azurophilic granules. They are peroxidase positive granules, which means they contain peroxidase enzyme. The abnormal granules are seen in Chediak-Higashi syndrome. The secondary are the specific granules. These are peroxidase negative granules. So there is no peroxidase enzyme in the secondary granules. They contain lysozymes and the lactoferrin, which are microbicidal and antibacterial respectively. Abnormalities of these granules are seen in Alder-Reilly anomaly and the May-Heglin anomaly. Tertiary granules: these contain gelatinase, alkaline phosphatase, and the cytochrome B enzyme. In chronic myeloid leukemia, there is reduced leukocyte alkaline phosphatase activity. And finally the fourth one, the secretory granules. They contain CD3 phospholipase and the tyrosine kinase enzymes. In severe infections, there is toxic granulations and the Dole bodies are seen. Functions of the neutrophils: they are actively phagocytic, antimicrobial, and bactericidal chemicals in granules, and ingestion and killing of microbial organisms, first line defense against acute bacterial infections, and seen in inflammatory reactions. When there is inflammation, you can see neutrophil infiltration to the tissues. Here is everything about the phagocytosis. So there is separate competency for this phagocytosis. I am going to cover in that video. Looking at the eosinophils. Firstly, you need to remember that this is protective function against their allergy. So when there is allergy, the eosinophil count going to increase. Looking at the morphology of the eosinophils, they have same size as that of the neutrophil, which means they have the 10 to 14 micrometer of the diameter. Granules are coarse and brick red in appearance. In neutrophils, it was fine and pink. Here it is coarse and brick red of appearance of the granules. Bilobed nucleus, you can see here 2 lobes and separated by thick strand. The strand is also present here. It appears as spectacle. Eosinophilic granular contents. Basically, the major basic proteins which are toxic to intestinal parasites and larvae such as Ascaris and Wuchereria and the hookworms, etc. And it also toxic to the pneumocytes and epithelial cells of the respiratory tract. Eosinophil cationic protein, which is again toxic to the helminthic parasites and the tracheal epithelium. Eosinophil peroxidase, which is toxic to adult parasites as well as pulmonary tissue. And eosinophil derived neurotoxin, which is toxic to neural tissue as the name suggests. Cytokines, these are synthesized outside but stored inside the granules. It includes interleukins, GM-CSF, macrophage inhibition factor, which is MIF, transforming growth factor, which is TGF, and tumor necrosis factor, which is TNF. There are also some other chemicals, for example, lysophospholipase, phospholipase D, aryl sulfatase B, acid phosphatase, and the catalase, which involved in the inflammatory reaction. Functions of the eosinophils. There are two important defense mechanisms against helminthic infections and against allergy. Firstly, we will discuss about helminthic infections. Eosinophils attack intestinal parasites such as S. monsooni, Trichinella spiralis, Toxocara canis, N. brasiliensis, Fasciola hepatica, roundworms, and the hookworms. Here there is possible mechanism. Eosinophil adhere to the larva, then they secrete granules which contain chemicals which breach out the larval membrane. Once the larval membrane gets detached, most of the eosinophils will enter the larva and kill the larva. In allergic conditions like bronchial asthma, eosinophils play a major role in the pathogenesis. As we know, the granules, which are the coarse brick red colored granules, they are acting against the tracheal epithelium, as we know from the above discussion. And bronchial hypersensitivity is correlated with eosinophilia and the airway eosinophil content. Basophils. These are the least frequent granulocytes because we can't see usually the basophils in the peripheral smear. Morphology. It has S-shaped nucleus and coarse blue granules which contain histamine, chondroitin sulfate, tryptase, carboxypeptidase A, cathepsin G, and leukotrienes. And also it has marked condensation of the nuclear chromatin. You can see that it also has the same diameter as that of the neutrophil. Mast cells. These are similar to the basophils, but there is a difference. Find out which is that. Functions. Involved in acute allergic reactions, release of histamine, excess release may cause anaphylaxis. Chronic allergic reactions, for example bronchial asthma. Role in T cell dependent response, which is immunologic response. Host defense, for example in viral infection, bacterial and the parasitic infections. Looking at the monocytes, morphology. It is the largest blood cells because it has transverse diameter which is 12 to 25 micrometer, and nucleus occupies almost half of the cell. Here you can see it is occupying almost half of the cell, and nucleus is also kidney shaped. Now looking to the functions of the monocytes. It has role in phagocytosis and the microbial killing, which exhibits motility and chemotaxis, kills intracellular pathogens, and it is also second line defense for the body. Antigen presentation, important antigen presenting cell. Release of cytokines IL-1 and IL-6, which are interleukin 1 and interleukin 6, which induce immunological response. They secrete growth factors to promote leukopoiesis and the erythropoiesis. Complement factors which induce local tissue defense response. Enzymes collagenase, elastase, and plasminogen activator, which helps in wound healing and the tissue remodeling. Monocytes, after their lifespan in blood, enter the tissue and transform into tissue macrophages. Let's study about the lymphocytes. It has different types of cells, both morphologically and functionally. Morphologically, there are two types of cells. One is small cell and the another one is large cell. The small cell, which is small lymphocyte, has 6 to 9 micrometer of the diameter, which is as same size as that of the RBC. So the nucleus is ovoid and the kidney shaped, occupies 90% of the cell area. Here you can see it occupied 90% of the cell area and constitute 25 to 50% of the total lymphocyte population. Large lymphocytes cells are 10 to 15 micrometer in diameter and nucleus is usually oval and again the kidney shaped and eccentrically placed, which means it placed not at the center. Looking at the functions, functionally also there are different types of lymphocytes as I already told: B cells, T cells and natural killer cells. B cells involve in humoral or the antibody mediated immunity. T cells involve in cellular or cell mediated immunity, and natural killer cells which are natural or non-specific immunity mediated responses. Thanks for watching my video completely, and if you have any doubt, please drop down a comment below and help me to improve.